Have you ever felt small? Invisible? That was Leo. Just a quiet kid in the back of the class scribbling superheroes in his notebook, while the world buzzed on without him. At school, he was an easy target for bullies, always wishing he could be like the heroes he drew. Strong, brave, someone who made a difference. But in reality, he just wanted to get through the day without being tripped in the hallway. Little did he know, his world was about to be turned upside down by a flash of light. One evening, a massive thunderstorm rolled into town. The sky turned a dark, angry purple and rain hammered against the windows. Leo was walking home, hood pulled low, when he heard a tiny, frightened whimper. Huddled under a park bench was a stray puppy, shivering and soaked. Just as a particularly nasty-looking bully from school approached, probably looking to cause trouble, a deafening crack of thunder echoed overhead. Leo's heart pounded. He knew he had to do something. He ran, scooped up the terrified puppy, and held it tight. At that exact moment, a bolt of pure, white-hot lightning arced down from the sky, striking the metal bench right next to them. The world went white, then black. When Leo woke up, he felt weird, tingly. The puppy was fine, licking his face, but everything else was electric. He got up, and the streetlights above him flickered violently. He touched his phone, and the battery instantly jumped from 10% to 100%. Back home, in the safety of his garage, the real discovery began.
He held a dead battery, and with a bit of focus, a tiny spark jumped from his fingertip, and the battery was charged.
He could make light bulbs glow, zap empty soda cans across the room, and even pull static electricity from the air into a shimmering ball in his palm. It was incredible and a little terrifying. He was a superhero. But while Leo was secretly practicing his newfound powers, a real threat was emerging. A greedy scientist, Dr. Silas, had built a monstrous electric robot. His plan was simple and sinister. Unleash the robot to drain the entire town's power grid, holding the city's energy for ransom. The robot stomped through the streets, its metallic claws siphoning electricity from power lines, causing blackouts and chaos. The city was plunged into darkness and panic. Seeing the fear on everyone's faces, Leo knew his time for hiding was over. This was his moment. He put on a makeshift costume, a yellow raincoat and goggles, and ran to face the metallic monster. The robot was huge, crackling with stolen energy. For a second, Leo was just that scared kid again. His legs felt like jelly. He wanted to run. But then he looked at the terrified families huddled in their dark homes, and he thought of that little puppy he had protected. He wasn't just Leo anymore. He was the lightning kid. The battle was intense. The robot fired bolts of energy, and Leo dodged, his own electric powers sparking in defense. He was outmatched in raw power, but he was smarter. He realized the robot wasn't creating energy, just stealing and redirecting it. So instead of fighting fire with fire, he had an idea. He lured the robot near the town's main power substation. As the robot tried to drain it, Leo unleashed all his power, not at the robot, but into it. He overloaded its circuits, redirecting the massive energy flow back into the robot itself. With a tremendous zap and a shower of sparks, the giant machine sputtered, fizzled, and collapsed into a heap of useless metal. The lights in the city flickered back on, one by one. People cheered from their windows. The quiet, bullied kid had just saved everyone. He wasn't just a hero in his notebook anymore, he was a real one. Leo finally understood what it meant to be brave. It wasn't about not being afraid. It was about being terrified but standing up for what's right anyway. True strength wasn't about having powers. It was about the courage to protect others and believing in the hero you have inside you all along.